Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another edition of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd of 2016. Which is a lie, it's actually Tuesday. I'm doing this early. Doing this real early, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. But, yeah. Hopefully my voice sounds good. I've had a cold this week, and my voice turned to butt. My voice was butt. It was not fun. So, I actually can do that. Give me a second here. That was a friend of mine making a request for Pokemon Moon, actually. Anyway, so here, this is kind of sticky. Why is this sticky? Why are you sticky? Don't be sticky. Hold on a second here. Well, maybe I won't be right back. There's enough water in this. I can probably de-stick this. Perfect. Sorry about this. Technical difficulties with my only PC controller. I am going to look into getting some redundance of this as well. You know, now that I'm caught up on my capture cards. So, no hero clicks this week, or last week, because, well, I think I explained that the previous week. HeroClix Judge has to work so that he can have Thanksgiving off, so no clicks. That is not to say my week has been uneventful. For one thing, Pokemon Sun and Moon are out, as evidenced by the fact that my friend was asking me about it. I got mine on midnight at the 18th. I had to stand in line for maybe 15 minutes. Then it took me about, let's round up and say, an hour to get home, and then I played until like 3 in the morning and went to bed. Because I was so sick that day. I recorded a video that I don't even think I actually posted. Basically saying, yeah, I'm sick as balls, so I can't record Platinum like I meant to. So I've got to get caught up on Platinum. Gotta get caught up on Harvest Moon. Flesh Kitty. Basically, I went from brand new start to Elite Four champion in 3 days, because the 21st is when my thing happened. Oh, I can't chop those down, can I? Nope, because I'm a derp. God, I wish it would rain. Anyway, I already have all of the starters. All the starters at all max levels. Not max levels, but max forms even. That was fun. Basically, I got a hold of Sammy, and she and her boyfriend had Sun and Moon. She actually has both, but she hasn't started Moon yet. I'm like, what starter did you have? And I had chosen Lit, and she's like, oh, I chose the Seal, like Poplio or something, and he had Rowlet. I'm like, can I borrow your Seal? And she kept thinking I was going to need it for like an hour. No, I need it for like literally 10 minutes. And I had to bug her for like 20 minutes before she finally gave it to me. See, if I had realized that she was just holding off because she thought it would take forever, I'd have told her it's not going to take all that long, you know? Whole thing would have been solved in record time, you know what I mean? That's one of them there hindsight things. And, anyway, long story short, I got a hold of their starters and bred mine for them. And then I gave Anubis eggs as well, so the 4 of us now have all 3 starters. So that's cool. I caught all 4 of the Tapu, which are the island gods, effectively. The Pokemon of each island that's worshipped as a god. I caught them with relatively little difficulty. Still got my own Master Ball. I'm actually working on getting a hold of a couple more. I have a couple people who might not use theirs. The idea being that I'm going to take 4 Master Balls, rather 3 and then get my own, and go into my copy of Pokemon Moon, and catch all 4 Tapu, and keep save scumming until I get the nature I want, you know? Because more than ever, now that Hyper Training's a thing, natures matter. Now, Verlis has actually been going off on Hyper Training, and I still heavily disagree with him on this, though I see his point where he's coming from. See, Hyper Training is not what a lot of people thought of it was. Oh, it changes their IVs, because it basically says, no, it doesn't change their IVs, it just makes the game think it does. And I kept trying to figure out what that meant, and I panicked thinking, oh, it doesn't give me what I want. No. What it means is, it doesn't... If you have a, let's say, a 5 IV, or no, let's say you got a 0 IV Ditto, meaning it doesn't have any perfect stats. You can't hyper train it to a 6 IV Ditto and then train it as though it is a 6 IV Ditto. Not train it, breed it. Hoping it'll pass on its 6 IVs. No, it'll still have its 0 IVs. But I was never one of those people who wanted to catch a Ditto and max it out what way to breed. For one reason, I already have a Ditto that does that. But even if I didn't, I still wouldn't. And secondly, just the whole reason for Super Training is battling them, so that I have battle-ready Pokemon, and Super Training still does that. So that's not an issue for me. It's not even a vague concern for me. Certainly not a deal breaker. But yeah, I can see where he's coming from, but now the issue for me is getting the shards to get the bottle caps, but that's only because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do that. But I'm having fun with a lot of the features. Like, I like the Pokepelago, which is basically... it has a lot of, let's call them mini-games that aren't really mini-games. Just, here, leave your Pokemon here for 2 days, and shit happens. That's pretty cool. You know, it requires next to no real input from you. You can feed them Pokemon beans, or Pokebeans rather, to get better effects, but it doesn't... It's not a make or break. It's not like, oh no, if I don't give them beans. No, it's just, hey, while they're eating the beans, whatever the effect is now doubled. Like, oh, they'll search faster, they'll find more treasure, they'll grow the berries faster. That's another thing. Berry growing is gone from the way it used to be. Now when you grow berries, you send your Pokemon to an island and they grow the berries for you. I kind of like. That being said, I'm in the process of finding the right kind of berries. Why I'm so popular tonight. Then again, I am talking to 2 different people, so... Anubis is asking me what the item is that you use to breed the natures for. But yeah, my other friend, formerly known as the driver, because she used to drive us everywhere, is asking for an Alolan Sandshrew. Snowy Ice-type Sandshrew. She's like, can you breed one of those? I'm like, I can't breed it with perfect IVs, because right now, I lack the apparatus. I use the word infrastructure, but the word I was looking for was apparatus. I don't have the means right now to do that. Because Pokemon Bank is currently not compatible. And won't be until January, from what I've read. Which sucks a lot. On the plus side, playing all this Pokemon Sun has actually curtailed my Civ 5 gaming. I don't think I've touched it in like 4 or 5 days. I'll get back to it, though. Partly it's because I'm trying to get Jay to play with me. Because the beautiful thing about Civ is, the turns take so long for the computer that I can actually get some Pokemon in while I'm waiting for my turn to come back on. But yeah, right now, Pokemon Bank isn't compatible. I can't send anything there. I finally re-registered my shit for Pokemon Global Link, which is the system thingy. And I'm a little miffed that Alpha, Omega, X, and Y no longer seem compatible with it. So I can't, for example, send battle points there and use them to get goodies back. Kind of ticks me off a little bit. But it is what it is. That's a silver one. That may as well be garbage. Oh well, it'll amount to something. So, what else did Kyrix do this week? Kyrix actually did quite a bit this week. But we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, English. I actually went over to my friend's house Sunday, and that was a colossal fuck in the ass. I meant to say fucking pain in the ass, but that actually serves, and you'll see why in a minute. I was talking to him Saturday. I partly called him up because, wow, it'll be a couple of weeks before I get back there. Basically because I was trying to get a hold of someone just to talk about Pokemon, because sometimes you get excited about something, you gotta talk to someone, anyone, even though he hasn't been part of Pokemon since before Silver and Gold came out. And for you new people, that's not Soul Silver and Heart Gold. That's Silver and Gold. Generation 2. As in, Pokemon Yellow isn't out yet. No, actually, I think Pokemon Yellow was out. But you get the idea. You know what I'm trying to say. He hasn't really been part of the thing since then. And I called him, and it was a social chat, and because I also told him I feel like shit because it seems like I only call you when I need something, like, my bike's broke, can you fix it? And, my bike's broke, can you fix it? You know, that's really all I usually need. And he's like, so what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I don't think I'm doing anything. Why? You want to come over and hang out? And I did. I did want to come over and hang out, so that's exactly what I did. I came over and I hung out. But, you see, you may recall that I live about an hour-plus bike ride from his house, and I didn't want to ride that way. Because I wanted to bring my PlayStation over for reasons I'll get into in a minute. And that means wearing a backpack, which means a sweaty back. And I don't like having a sweaty back. Plus, I just naturally get jumpy transporting the damn thing because it's kind of fragile. I don't mean fragile like it's gonna break, but I mean fragile like if it does break, I cannot possibly do anything with it. But, the buses run like ass on Sundays, like every hour at best, if they run at all in some cases. In some cases, they don't run at all. So, I realized this the day after I agreed to this, but before I actually got on the buses. And I could have, and he actually told me I could have done this and he would have been fine with it, but I could have just backed out then and there, but I'm like, no. I told him I'd come over, just a social visit to hang out and do stuff, do friend stuff that we don't really do. Which really isn't fair either, because when I do go over there to get stuff fixed, it's not like, I always plan for it like this, but it's never like, oh, come in, get bike fixed, go home, you know? It's come over, hang out for 1 to 4 hours, get bike fixed, go home. That's why I never leave this house for any kind of errand that takes me to Largo, Pinellas Park, or Clearwater, and come back in anything resembling a reasonable time. I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've left in the morning and come home before sunrise or sunset. Ever, really. And if I did, it's only because I had to go somewhere else afterwards. But, I sent him the best text yelling at him about this, and it amused him, and it amused me for a different part of the text, but I basically said, you pig fucker, you tricked me, you know, it's Sunday, also known as the buses suck day or something like that, or it's fuck you bus rider day or something like that. And then I'm like, and it's cold! Because it was freezing out there. And those are the parts of it that he liked. My favorite part was what followed, which was, may the dicks of 1,000 sailors find their way into your mouth. Which is a much more poetic way to tell your friend to eat a fucking dick. Anyway, this text came while he was still in bed with his currently soon-to-be ex-wife. They're getting a divorce. We're not planning to kill her or anything. Well, he might be, but he hasn't clued me in, so I will not speak for him here. But I'm pretty sure he's not. But anyway, he has a friend in California that texts him a lot. We kind of have that in common. We both have a friend in California that we constantly bug. But, and she's like, is that your friend? Like, one of them. Like, is it her? It's like, no, it's Kyrix. It's like, what's it about? It's like, oh, he called me a pig fucker. And she's been spending way too much time around us both, because she rolled over and it's like, so I'm a pig now. But yeah, he's a total pig fucker. Tricked me into coming over on a cold fucking Sunday. Now, the reason for the PS3 is we play Minecraft. There really isn't a whole lot for us to do when I'm over there because we don't have as many of the same interests. Which isn't to say that we're not still good friends, because we are. You know, we're fantastic friends. We just don't do as much of the same stuff. That being said, we will sit there and bullshit for 4 or 5 hours. And it's some interesting conversational topics that come up, believe me. Our conversations are a very interesting thing to listen in on. Because half the time we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about till we're done. It's another thing we have in common. But yeah, I one time, a couple of years ago, I brought the PS3 over for gaming and got him into Minecraft, and he really had fun playing that with me. And it's fun to play with him because we have different priorities. He likes to explore and mine and shit, whereas I like to build shit. And this way, we can do both. Basically, I will start doing shit around, like I'll start hollowing out whatever cave we start in, and then start building whatever elaborate, bizarre, fucked up contraption has entered my brain in that particular play session. In this particular case, Sky Castle. And he will wander off to do explorational stuff, kill monsters, mining, that kind of shit. And he'll come back at the end of the day with a fuck ton of meat from animals he's killed, and things he needs smelted, and things he needs replaced. Like, I'm gonna need 3 more pickaxes, I also need a new sword, that kind of shit. And it's a system that works really well for us. And I'm actually going back there Monday, because I have bus fare now. Might actually have a couple different bus fares, but I've actually been playing some Minecraft myself in my off time now, since that day, which was Sunday, so I do get in the mood to play it sometimes. And we're going to be playing it when I get back over there. But yeah, we played Minecraft, not for very long. He basically made me watch Deadpool. Now, I got nothing against Deadpool, fantastic movie. Big fan of the character in general. I actually read the Deadpool comics, and did long before there was even a hint of a movie. And I mean any movie, which includes the fucking Wolverine Origins one. That was so shitty that I've never seen. And never intend to. But, I just wasn't in the mood for Deadpool at the time. I wanted to hang out and play Minecraft with my friend. But we watched Deadpool, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was just not my particular taste at the moment, you know. And then we played Minecraft for a couple hours. If he had called me over there on a Monday, for example, when I go over there Monday, if he's up to have me over there, it will be a much better visit, because the problem with Sunday is the buses run erratically, and they stop early. Like, I had to leave before 6 o'clock to get home at fucking 8. The buses are cataclysmically nightmarish on the weekends. Like, there was literally... Keep in mind it was cold that day, and he likes the cold, and he's fucking freezing. Like, he didn't want to walk to meet me, or walk me to the bus because it was too cold. Kind of thing. And I actually am a Floridian, and he is not, kind of thing. Like, I think he's from Connecticut, or he's from one of those states that knows what snow is. It's been a while since I brought it up, but I'm pretty sure it was Connecticut. If he were to watch these videos, he'd probably cuss me out right now, but he doesn't, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll bring it up when I see him Monday. But anyway, I had to scramble, because my GPS is kind of weird. Sometimes the GPS part will stop, and I have to, like, reset it. And then it doesn't realize I'm on the bus, so it tries to switch my route, and I had to basically scramble at the last minute to get a bus home. Twice. And I'm waiting on the final bus, because I had to take basically 3 buses to get me home. One took me to a bus shelter. Then I had to take the other one to my final bus. And the final bus, I swear to you, I am sitting there at like 7... I got there at like 7:10 at night. And the bus doesn't get there till like 7:57 at night. There's just very little streetlight coverage, and I'm sitting in someone's goddamn yard waiting for this bus. There were actually 2 buses that go to that route. One was the one that going the opposite direction that I actually came on. Like, there was the bus I came there on, and then the one going the other way. It's a good thing I didn't need that one, because that one just blew right past me. Although, admittedly, I didn't get up and try and flag him down. When my bus did come, I was up and tried to flag him down, and he still stopped like 10 feet away from me. Like, and I don't mean like right in front of me, I mean like after the bus stop. Like, he noticed the last second and almost didn't stop for me, kind of thing. Don't eat it, give it to Haley. Let her eat it. Oh, it doesn't loop around, does it? Oops. There we go, okay. Haley is definitely going to be a dance partner for me. That's awesome. What was I doing again? I don't even know. I also don't even care. But yeah, I didn't get home until like 8:30 or so, and then I had enough time to warm up and feed the pets and all that shit. And I did, of course. I fed the pets. It's kind of a thing I do. Yeah, just gotta keep them breathing. But, well enough, I guess. Then I went and got some stuff for the roommates, because the roommates don't like to drive once they get home. And I finally convinced them that I actually don't mind being sent on bike errands, because I'm hyper, and it's an excuse to get some exercise, which I actually enjoy doing. So what they'll do is they're like, here's a shopping list, go to Walmart and get yourself something. So I got some potato chips that I'm still eating, and a soda that didn't even make it through the night, you know. Actually, it just barely made it through the night, but not much longer than that. Let's see. What's the clock say? Still got some time. I'm actually going to sit here and check Facebook for a couple minutes, because I don't really have... Hold on a second. Well, there's really nothing left for me to do here, so I'm just going to talk for a minute here. Well, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I basically posted on Facebook, because one of my friends has been posting a lot of, reposting a lot of shit from PETA. And I'm trying to get her not to do that, because PETA are fucking monsters. I know there's a joke, like, oh, PETA's a joke, blah, blah, blah. That's not why. It's not because they're goofballs who make fun of shit like, oh, Pokemon's evil. If that's all they did, I wouldn't care. No, these people are legitimate fucking sociopathic monsters. Like, they claim, oh, we rescue animals. Yes, they do. They do indeed rescue animals. And they kill like 70+% of them. And we're not talking like, oh, this poor cat was so abused and so sick. No. This cat is perfectly healthy. Let's gas him. Why? Because the head gets off on it. It's fucking ghastly shit. Do some research on PETA. Do not give those people money. Do not. If you love animals, do not fucking give them money. They are monsters. Anyway, side topic here. What was I talking about? Yeah, the bus ride was just ass. But yeah, I went up there. I actually borrowed some money from the roommate today because I realized that, well, I remembered that I didn't have, like, a turkey roaster. I don't have a thing for my turkey for Wednesday, because I'm going to cook it Wednesday so that I have it for Thursday kind of thing. Because Thursday I'm not going to be home. Me and the dog are going to my mom's and then to my friend's house for our Thanksgivings. And I don't want to get home full of 2 Thanksgivings and cook mine, you know? That's literally a recipe for disaster. I will fall asleep and burn the fucking house down. Because I know how I am. So, got that done. Did I say that Sammy sent me a mixer? Because Sammy sent me a mixer. It's awesome. I got it in the mail a couple days ago. I don't think I did actually say it, I mean. Because I think I got it Thursday. So yeah. I might have mentioned that I was getting the mixer. I got it. It's a nice little mixer. It comes with a little frosting spatula too, which I appreciate. But yeah, that's a thing that happened. I think I've just about got this whole place cleared out. So yeah, I've been playing some Pokemon Sun, having a lot of fun with it. I've got to get back into doing Platinum. Got to get back into Harvest Moon. Got a couple things I got to work on still. And I'm going to be playing a lot of Minecraft for the next couple days. So yeah, I'm actually kind of jonesing for Skyrim, which my roommate's friend is borrowing. He loaned it out to him. Before you freak out like, I can't believe he loaned out your game. I told him he could. I just forgot that it's not that I forgot that he did. I didn't realize he actually did, because he can procrastinate sometimes. It's one of those things where I knew it was on the schedule, but I didn't know it had happened yet. He's like, well, I can get it back if you need it. I'm like, don't bother, because I have other ways I could get it if I really needed it. And this is me. My Skyrim moods never last long. I don't think I've ever played that game sequentially for even an entire week. Much less longer. I sincerely doubt that this will be the time that I'll play it long enough to justify taking it away from someone who's genuinely enjoying the game, just so I can get a quick fix, you know? So I told him, no, don't worry about it. If I really have to, I'll fucking pop in 2 Worlds 2 and give that a serious go. Because it's a Elder Scrolls Lite kind of thing. Or I'll play a game that I do like and pop in fucking Dragon Age. Start my Let's Play on that. So I can start my blind Let's Play of 2. So I can start my blind Let's Play of Inquisition. Because I have all of that shit. So yeah, I know I say several times in the Ruby Nuzlocke, oh, I hope we're all enjoying Sun and Moon. I actually am enjoying Sun and Moon. I'm really fond of the characters. Not as fond of them as I was of Omega and Alpha. Omega and Alpha took characters that we already knew and made them just come alive. Like, May was always a fucking annoyance to me. An attractive annoyance, but an annoyance. But she's just a wonderful character. I imagine the male character's the same way. I don't know, because I never played female. I probably should, just for the hell of it. You know, just to see what that side of the story looks like. And Wally, I never hated Wally, but he's just the rival that has no impact, you know? He just doesn't do anything. He does nothing of substance. So I never cared. Well, now I care, you know? But Hao is a fun kid. Fucking, I forget what the Team Skull rival is, because there's this boy. I won't get too much into him. But even from the first time you see him, he's got that vibe to him like, oh, you're gonna be the asshole. And then after your first battle, like, oh, you're not the asshole necessarily. You're kind of a dick, but you're not a bad guy. And that only gets better. He was a very fun character. I don't normally go for the dark, brooding, Vegeta-esque characters, but he was actually really cool. And I only liked him more as I played. And then there's Lily. Lily is just an absolute sweetheart. She's a lot of fun. Go discover it for yourself. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Come on. Stop recording.